Welcome to Empyrion. This is episode 6 in our series 2 playthrough. Now, in the previous episode we kind of went into space to have a scope around to see if we could see any valuable asteroids or resource points or points of interest that could potentially help us with our energy crisis. Just to recap, we've currently got this base located up on a plateau down at the south pole of the planet. Now, unfortunately, due to, well, just lack of Promethium on the planet, we're having some serious problems with power production. Now, I've managed to get the base up and running, and its power grid is currently being supplemented by a number of solar collectors, but the solar collectors are not performing anywhere near as well as they would anywhere else on the planet. That is simply because we're located in a very poor sunlight zone down in the south. Now, to kind of remedy this problem, as you can see, the current output is 0. Yeah, okay, it's sunset, but there is still sun, and yet we're getting no sunlight whatsoever. So we're having to run off a single generator in our base, and that means we're having to constantly fuel up, and that's consuming pretty much all of our Promethium at the minute. We've got about 8.5 hours of power left. As you can see, it just dropped down a bit more. We've got a bit of Promethium in our storage, and I have hoovered up all of the visible Promethium deposits on the planet. Now, in the previous episode, we went into space and we got lucky. We did actually find a Promethium asteroid. So in this episode, we're actually going to go into space, go back to that asteroid, and we're going to harvest the Promethium. Hopefully, that should help put an end to our energy problem, at least for a bit. Because at the minute, it's not viable for me to build anything new, given the fact that I can barely afford to power my base. So, okay, we've got a couple of contacts in space already. Let's have a quick look. What's that? Repair station. Yeah, we saw that last time. What's that? Right, I did mark the asteroid, didn't I? No need, it's just there. Okay, I'm going to boost out that far, and we're just going to cruise on by. Now, in the previous episode, we did encounter a couple of Zirac kind of points of interest in space. There was a repair station, which we've just seen as well. That spawned 2 drones, and we got into a bit of a dogfight, and the fighter did take a bit of damage. Luckily, I have already repaired that damage. It was very superficial. The fighters actually performed quite well. I'm a little concerned about future encounters, because this fighter is pretty much being pushed to the ends of its service life, I think, at this point. We will need to think about scrapping it and probably building something a bit more better. Now, I already have a pre-designed design, excuse the double use, that I will be bringing into the game, and it is a fighter that is designed specifically for quite heavy engagements. Now, unfortunately, due to my level being 10 at the minute, oh no, it's 11, okay, I actually thought it was level 10, so that's gone up since yesterday. So I need to be level 12 to actually use that fighter, and I need to unlock a few more things in the tech tree before I can actually use the full capability of that fighter. We also have a problem with certain resources not being available, titanium being one of them. Okay, there's the asteroid. And space brakes. That's actually a really big asteroid. Can I land on it? Whoa, okay. Apparently, yes. Right. We got O2 on? We do. Let's just switch that off for a second. And we're going to go EVA. Luckily, we've got our EVA module installed, so this isn't a problem. Yeah, okay. I'm getting orientated to the asteroid. Here we go. Hopefully this gives me... I don't like seeing blue rock fly off into space. So that's very wasteful. Yeah, this is already a lot more than what I had on the planet. And yes, I'm aware it's quite radioactive. Come on, no. There's a lot of Promethium there. This might actually solve our problem. Come on. Some juicy Promethium. Okay, we're full. Let's go back to our ship. Oh god, took a pretty damn big hole in there. Just connect remotely. Yeah, we'll shove it in the ammo bay. Shove it in the main cargo bay. We're going to trash the rock because we don't care about that. There was a bit of Promethium in there, wasn't there? Yeah, here we go. That's lots of Promethium. I'm not sure how far does... I think that actually goes all the way through, doesn't it? So it looks like there's a mound on this side, there's a mound on the other side. Oh! There's another mound, that's 3 mounds. Swing round again. Oh, where's... Here we go. This is my bit, I think. No. Is that my bit? Oh, okay, come on. There's my fighter, so it's got to be around it. Here it is. Oh, is it this bit? Yeah, it's... God, we barely touched it. Inventory full. F4, let's see if we can get any more in. Pick up bit more. Where did I drop it? There it is. I'll be careful now, I can't carry anymore. Yeah, that's it, we're maxed. I think that's a hell of a lot of Promethium we've just hoovered up, and we've barely touched the asteroid. This will definitely deal with our energy crisis. It's just a quick look. So we've got 124 there, 143 there. That's 267. 297. Yeah. That's nearly 3 times what I've got at a minute. Hang on a second. Yeah. It's alright, I thought I could do a cheeky one and possibly manufacture energy cells on my suit. I know it was a bit of a stretch. That way I could use the suit to kind of store the energy, but apparently not. There we go. I don't know why I'm thrusting when we can just switch the inertial brakes off and just glide. I definitely need to go and visit the gas giant. But me, who's that red dot following? I do like the new skybox. The new skybox is so awesome. I like the fact it's nebulous. I like the fact that you can see the individual stars. I think I said this in the previous episode. But yeah, that is quite impressive. I think you can also lock on to the individual stars if you point towards them. You can actually lock onto objects. Okay, here we go. All we've got to do now is sort out the cockpit view and have it so that your character's hands are on the controls. I think that'll be pretty decent. Okay, I'm overshooting by quite a lot, but come on. Here we go. Brake. Oh, it's the brakes on. There we go. How come? I'm going to say why the hell wasn't I braking? Hello. Don't want to land that close. There we go. We're down. And power off. Alright, let's get all this into the base. So, there's 1, 2, 3, 408. Yeah, I think we should be alright with that for now. Let's go over to the constructor and build quite a bit of energy cells. So let's do about 50 energy cells. So that should be I should consume 50 Promethium. It's not actually that many thinking about it. Let's do 100. So just leave that running now. So in theory, let's just have a look at the base. We do have a lot of fuel tanks on this base, so we should be able to. I think we've got about 5 or 6. 5. So we should be able to. What's it saying in a minute? Only 2 hours and yeah, it's because I'm running a constructor. So I think it's about 8 hours at the minute, I would say, with that constructor running. So in theory, if I was to take the Promethium, get that to 100%, I'd say potentially 4 days? No, probably not. 6, about 6 times. No, 2 days. Be about 2 days worth of power. I do have some Promethium actually already pre-built, so let's just throw that in since we're making a load more. Okay, it's quite a lot there now. I'll put 20 units in. Trying to be very conservative with this and not just throw everything in all at once. 26%, what's that give us? And again, constructor's running, so it's a bit hard to judge. Two, 3 out of there. Put that back over to there. Back up to the power grid. Let's have a look. So for drop, because each one of these is about 30 power. Okay, so 10 is 300. So that gives us 6 hours and 20 minutes running the constructor. Put that in there, let's have a look. So I'm trying to work out just how much it takes to power this base up. That's 44. 3,050%, which would be 100. Yeah, so to fill the entire base up is 200 of these Promethium fuel cells. Let's just turn it off. There we go, it's finished. So how many more have we got? 10. Okay. Go over to B. So if we put 2 more cells in, that goes up to 3,000. And that outputs 2 at a time. Okay, so just drop final 2 in. There you go, 3,000. Now if we have a look at the runtime, that's 25, basically call it 26 hours. 26 hours. I can live with that. Apparently the Xerax are meant to be attacking any second. According to that, makes no sense. It said... Sorry, did I miss an attack? That's bizarre. That literally just said... Right, okay, apparently I'm not going to be attacked. Bizarre. So we're actually going to travel back in space and we're going to get some more Promethium. Oh, so it's over in this direction. Okay. Just so I've got plenty of power. Because my next objective is to actually go all the way to the moon and get some titanium. In order to do that, we're going to need to enhance this ship quite a bit. And there is also potential for... I'm getting really concerned by that red dot. Where the hell is that red dot? It's just there. Come towards me. I think there's something coming right at me and I can't see it. Have I literally pissed off someone? So there's definitely something there. I'm not imagining it. Right, let's just hit the brakes for a second. Apparently it's above them. On my right, it is moving. They say it's a Polaris freighter. Why is it red then? we're going to investigate this. There it is. Apparently that's red. Something's not right with that ship. We are going to board that ship. Oh god, those guns are big. Those guns are really big. Oh, that's a very big. The hangars. Get in there. It's stuffed through as hell. Dock. Oh, God's sake. Just get close enough that we can dock onto the hull. It's definitely flashing red for some reason. Oh, God's sake. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. I'm trying to use the front landing gear to... Oh, we could do it here. Come on, get it. Clamp it. Can I not? Clamp? I've got landing gear, it should be locking on, surely. It's not. That's annoying. What waste of time with that? I don't know why it's red for some reason. I'd have thought a friendly target or neutral target should be some other colour than red. Space break. We found our previous location. Power off. Oh, that wasn't what I was intending to do. Let's see what we can get this time. Just trash the stone again. There we go. Pick it up. There's a lot of Promethium in. I think this is definitely sort of our energy problem there. Right, do we have any more room? Let's see. Yeah, we can. Just a bit more. Trash the stone. A fair bit, actually. Bit more stone out. I think that's one more blast. Yeah, that's it. We're done. I missed all of that, thank God. Oh no. No. Ah, got any room? No, I don't want to leave that Promethium behind. Let's see. There's got to be a way of managing. Right, so if I that, no. One more. Okay. Balls. There it is. So, we've just lost about 5 Promethium, I think it is. Very annoyed about that. Okay, let's get back to the planet. What's it? 100%? Yeah, it has. Yeah, I barely moved. My idea was that if I could use some of the O2, I might be able to get a bit more space to pick up Promethium, but barely. I got a feeling it's on the other side of the planet. Okay, just going over the top of the planet and then we'll come down to the base again. So I think I've got about potentially another 240-ish Promethium. Oh, you know what this means? It means sun's just set. Just keep out the atmosphere for a bit longer. We're going. Trying not to crash. There we go. Let's have a look now. It should be plenty of Promethium in there. Why did I jump above the door? I don't know. 680. Yeah. So potentially that's 680 power cells, small ones. No, sorry. Get that right. That'll be 1,360. Yeah. It builds 2 at a time. So that's 60 power per Promethium ore. And our base needs 6,000. So that's 100 Promethium ore. Yeah, 100 Promethium ore will power this entire base for a combined time of about 50, what was it? We said about, it's about 26 hours. So it'll be about 52 hours, or just over 2 days, and 4 hours. Well, I'm pretty certain I can honestly say the energy crisis has been averted. Let's just have a look. Are they coming again? So you say soon. Okay, well, I'm going to call this episode an end at that point. Thank you for watching. We've managed to get ourselves sorted out in terms of energy, which was really starting to kind of be a bit of a concern of mine, especially with plans of building something other than this base. Maybe building something like another SV to kind of getting this to the moon. So that, plus the fact I had to dismantle the hover bike in the previous episode because well, we had a problem where I blew myself up, and B, we sort of had a problem where we couldn't fly both vehicles back without jerry-rigging some kind of attachment. And since I'm clearly just using the SV for pretty much all of my travelling at the minute, the HV just meant, you know, had no real purpose. So as I said, guys, thank you for watching. I'll catch you in episode 7.